Are there any restrictions on importing live plants into the USA? Welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about importing live plants into the USA. I'm going to cover all the basics, from what plants are allowed to what permits you need. So if you're thinking about bringing some new plants into the country, this is the video for you. The first thing you need to know is that not all plants are allowed to be imported into the USA. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, has a list of prohibited and restricted plants. Prohibited plants are those that are not allowed to be imported into the country at all. Restricted plants are those that can be imported, but only with a permit. You can find the full list of prohibited and restricted plants on the USDA website. But here's a quick rundown of some of the most common plants that are prohibited. Plants that are hosts to pests or diseases that could harm U.S. agriculture. Plants that are endangered or threatened. Plants that could be used to produce illegal drugs. If you want to import a restricted plant, you'll need to get a permit from the USDA. The process for getting a permit can vary depending on the type of plant you're importing. But in general, you'll need to provide the USDA with information about the plant, where it's coming from, and why you want to import it. The USDA will review your application and decide whether or not to issue a permit. If your application is approved, you'll be given a permit number that you'll need to include with your shipment. Once you have a permit, you can import your plants into the USA. But there are a few things you need to keep in mind. First, you need to make sure that your plants are properly packaged. This means that they need to be protected from pests, diseases, and other contaminants. You can find more information about proper packaging on the USDA website. Second, you need to declare your plants to customs when you enter the country. This means that you'll need to fill out a customs declaration form and list all of the plants that you're importing. Finally, you may need to have your plants inspected by a USDA inspector. This is especially important if you're importing plants from a country that has a high risk of pests or diseases. Importing live plants into the USA can be a great way to add some new and exciting plants to your garden. But it's important to be aware of the restrictions and permits that are required. By following these guidelines, you can help to protect U.S. agriculture and ensure that your plants arrive safely.